changing it up. You know, workshop.
You had a white one the other day, I saw.
Yeah, so I'm changing that up. 2 blacks, 1 white.
What?
Overs or unders? Cheese pizza from Cranides. Is it over or under $25?
Oh my goodness gracious. If it is over $25,
It's a stitch.
I'm going to be so angry.
Welcome back to Critical Banter. This is the podcast where we take the very best bits from your favorite late night shows and package them into one single podcast. Today's episode, we have 2 brand new segments for you guys. The first one is a new game, overs and unders. And we will be also putting into a tournament, putting cuisines head to head in our new tournament bracket segment called BODMAS. Before that, for up the week, we got me and Miguel. We have Rowie.
G'day.
And we have back after his sabbatical, hiatus, annual leave, we have Cushy.
That's right. I've taken 20 days off. I'm back.
Wow.
It's fucking aggressive.
It's part of my contract, a bit of annual leave. You know, you guys don't pay it out after I leave the company, and Best thought I'd use it now.
Yeah, Kush gets special privileges here at Critical Banter because he edits the podcast. So he can do what he wants.
I've got that additional page in my contract that you guys don't have.
We don't have it.
But I've been away.
What have you been up to, Cushy?
As you guys know, Mr. Zorba Smith. It's a little new page.
What's the at?
At Mr. Zorba Smith. That's the one. Check it out. It's where all my movie and TV reviews are now being moved over there. So I'll be
Not on the
posting
story
that.
anymore. You got to go to a separate account.
Going to a separate account. And
The account is class. The feed is class.
Good.
The posts are class. Whoever advised you on those posts,
Yeah.
get your own royalties.
Whichever 3 people I may have chucked in photos.
2.
with templates.
2.
Sorry, 2 people.
Ted was very much absent, just reading.
Laugh react.
He did. He laugh reacted to one, which was like, "Do you think the Mr. Zorba Smith head is a bit aggressive?" That was his input to the whole thing.
Nah, it's a good account. I love it. I clicked on your actual account the other day as well. It looks nice. You can
Beautiful
easily
feed.
find some stuff.
I'm still changing it up. You know, workshop.
You had a white one the other day, I saw.
Yeah, so I'm changing that up. 2 blacks, 1 white.
What? What did he say?
What about your fucking account?
Start of every porn film there. But that's how it's going to look like.
All right, well, good luck, Zorba. We'll see how that goes. I have a story. So I went to Hawaii for a week over the New Year's period or the Christmas period. And I don't know, I wasn't here when Kush was talking about his American adventures, but I just want to talk quickly about the tipping culture.
Okay.
Did you talk about that previously?
We did. We talked about it, yeah. We talked about it was kind of not something we vibe with.
So I got there. I was like, all right, fully expecting to tip. No dramas at all. Well, last time I went to America was like 3 years ago, and I was tipping 10 to 15%, right? That on average, that's what people were getting, depending on how they were, performing.
Yep.
I get to Hawaii, go to a local diner, have a nice meal, Loco Moco.
Shout out them or no?
It's actually the food.
Oh.
Hawaiian breakfast classic.
Well, shout out the food.
And I get to the PJ, lovely fellow, lovely guy. And I get to the end of the meal and I look at my options. Default option, 18% tip.
Fuck.
20% tip, 22% tip for good service. Those were the 3 options I had to pick from, right?
Right.
I'm like, well, it's a bit steep, but maybe, he did all right. So I'll give him 18%, call it a day. Then I go around to another restaurant. Walter, he's a server. I remember that by the name because they said so much. Like, hi, I'm Walter. They greet you. It's actually nice. But
They got to earn that 18%.
But yeah, it's 18% is default. And I was like, this is outrageous, right? But the one, like, whatever, tipping system's fine. 18%, bit much, but whatever. I guess, inflation and whatnot. Kush, you'd know these inflationary pressures.
These economic circumstances that we live in.
But I don't like the performative aspect of the waiters. Like, obviously they feel like they need to be really friendly towards you. And it just feels so forced. Like,
It is. It's an acting job. There's definitely that to it. You're absolutely right.
they're actors essentially. They're not even waiters. Like they
theatre work. That's what it is.
Like when someone like spilt some water and like I was like, can I just get a napkin? And they made like this big song and dance about how they would like dab it up. And I'm like, brother, like I actually would prefer you to go away and let us deal with it rather than you sitting up and asking if everything's okay every 5 seconds.
Did you say that to them?
No, that's
He's a coward.
But like, I don't know. Did you find it was it's a bit too much? Like, get away. Like, it's icky. Like, I don't know how to describe it.
No, absolutely. I remember when we went to like one of the bars in LA, and very similar thing. We were just having some wings. He's like, is that a good sauce? Do you like that sauce? I find that it's very perhaps too sweet. I'm like, All right.
When?
Good chat. I'm like mid wing bite while he's doing this. The sauce dripping from my mouth. And I'm like, all right, like cool, man. It's a bit too much. I agree.
Sounds like they think more is better.
Yeah. And look, I can see how in some ways it can, for the right person, be like, they're looking after me. They're taking great care of me. But for people like us, it's like, dude, I'm here to enjoy a meal.
You're not part of it. You're actually not part of my meal. But like, and then I was like, oh, whatever. I'm stuck with PJ over here. He's going to stick around. So I was like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm new to Hawaii. What am I doing? Like, and so I'm like, oh, what's good beaches?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you should go to this beach, whatever. And I was like, oh, how far is it? He's like, I don't know. I was like, do you know where this beach is? Or like, you just heard of this beach or you know what it is, right? So I'm using now him as like a tour guide, maybe out of the scope of the role.
So it's scope of work.
Yeah, but I just expected like if he's going to
It's not in the JD.
To impromptu audition for him. He has no idea what's going on.
But he had no idea. I'm like, he's like, mahalo, bro. I'm like, dude.
Mahalo, where the fuck is the beach?
They love it. Is Shaka's from there? Because
I think it is. I think it's
Shaka, for
Essentially.
sure.
Well, this is also pretty interesting. I remember that same bar that we went to, we got introduced to someone, I think her name was Mary. She came in, she was our first waiter. For 10, 15 minutes, she came up, she did the whole thing. I'll take your order. These are my friendly options. I suggest this. Then she comes over and she's like, so I'm leaving. It's like, I'm going to pass it over to now this person, Gabrielle. Gabrielle comes in, does the same thing. At the end, the tip goes to Gabrielle because Gabrielle is the guy who cleaned up in essence in the end.
Right.
But I much prefer the first person, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Can you caveat? Give to first person.
Yeah, there was no caveat for that because Gabrielle was the one. I mean, he made a great deal about it. He was like, "Yeah, come on over. I'll process the payment over here at my counter." I was like, "Okay." What about poor Mary?
I feel like he might have done a bit of snakery there.
Oh, I don't know because it was very odd to me because Mary handed it over willingly. She told me. She told us that.
Did a shift end?
Yeah, but a shift ended.
There
but
you
the
go.
thing is,
What can she do?
That's true.
she set us up for the whole night, right? The drinks, she gave us the options, she told us what was good. She even was actually a bit of a tour guide for us as well, a little bit. And then she left. We were like, well, she did great. This guy over here is telling us about his sauce preferences.
Yeah,
you know?
Gabrielle, mate. What are you doing? But one thing I do like is like split bills are they're super accepted, right? So like we get there was like 13 of us, right? And then, the different families wanted to split the bills or whatnot. Happy to do it. They were more than happy to do it. But that's, dare I say, the only positive experience of the dining session. Like the food is okay. Don't get me wrong. It's good. You add 18% on the top of that, add the tax.
It's not so good.
It's not so good anymore. And then you've got old mate loitering at the back, thinking is everything okay. And he's got like other tables. So actually when you need him, he's not there. He's like there when you, like he's giving the food and then he's just sitting there. It's like, brother, give me the food, go away, come back in like 3 or 4 minutes when we may need more drinks or sauce or whatever.
Well, those are always the good waiters. Here especially, I feel like there are where they recognize your drinks are maybe over, plates are looking a little dicey. Come over. Hey, I got this option. Did you think about this drink in particular? Like we went to a restaurant in Newtown. We were almost pretty much finished. He saw we're all heading out and he was like, guys, come on, one more for the road. Gave us some walnut shot. That's it, for free as well, on the house. He recognized it.
That's good service.
That's
class.
incredible
That's
service.
Tip-worthy, Darius.
Exactly. I will be going back to Alba, Newtown. Check it out. Great place.
To be fair, that's how they make their money in the US, but most of their cash comes from tipping, so it's life or death.
Yeah, but that's not my problem. I'm a tourist. You know what I mean? Like,
So do we want US government reform? Is that what we're asking for? Is that what we're pleading?
Joe Biden,
Yeah,
please.
minimum wage, just
Sleepy, please.
Or introduce a tourist scheme where they're aware of when a tourist comes in and then the tipping situation changes.
I went with a friend to a restaurant. So I met a friend over there. She didn't tip. She was like, no, I don't tip.
Ooh.
Was she local?
No, mate. She's from Australia. So
Very, very confident.
I actually thought that was pretty disrespectful, just quietly.
It is. When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Yeah, absolutely. You abide by the laws and regulations to your best ability and you go by that. That's unnecessary.
From my friend?
Bit arrogant, I would say, actually.
Yeah, a little bit. I was a bit shocked because I've been tipping. I don't like it, but I do it.
Maybe for her, paying the tips is life and death. So who knows, man? Who knows?
Maybe.
First segment of the day, fellas, is a new game called Overs and Unders. If you are part of the sports gambling world, you'll kind of know what this game is. But for those of you that aren't, I will give the fellas here a topic. For example, blades of grass on my front yard, for example. And then I'll give them a number, let's say 1,000. And then they have to tell me whether they think they are over 1,000 blades of grass or under 1,000 blades of grass on my front yard. What we'll do is we have a few, and then they will work individually, and then 1 point for every correct one. And if whoever has the most points at the end will win today's version of the game. So the first one we have for today, overs and unders on McDonald's in Australia, 900. It's either over or under 900 McDonald's in Australia.
In Australia, that's big. It's a country.
That's a tough one. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's like 3 McDonald's in my suburb.
Several states we're talking about here. Suburbs, cities.
But like he's given the line at 900, so it must be close to that. Like it's not going to be like he's not going to say 900, and it's going to be like 15,000.
Yeah, exactly. I want to go over.
That's a tough one. You think there's more than 900 McDonald's in Australia?
I think there's just more in my eyes.
I'm going to agree with you. I think overs as well.
That is a point each. There are 970
so yeah.
McDonald's in Australia, as you caught on to that sneaky little one.
Didn't crack the four digits.
Next one. Overs and unders on return Qantas first class flights to LA, $25,000 AUD.
Talking about one ticket here. First class.
Return.
Yeah. And are we talking about today? The price today?
The price throughout the whole year is the same.
So this flight
interesting.
price never changes.
Doesn't change.
Okay. All right. 25 G's, dude. For
Over.
first class.
Clearly over. It's definitely over.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 100% it's over.
I'm trying to think like, let's say a return ticket economy, right?
To LA?
To LA Qantas is like probably $2,000.
Yeah.
Business class, $5,000.
It's
First class, you're telling me you think it's more than that?
What? The business class?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying your $5,000 was a big jump.
Yeah, I could be like completely wrong actually. But first class, you're saying $25,000 return? I'm saying unders.
Rowie, you are correct. It is under just though. It is $24.4 thousand.
Could not be over.
I thought it'd be cracking the 30K. Oh.
It is.
That would be so unaffordable.
Business class, $5,000. I think that's a bit low, don't you think?
Maybe it is. Maybe it's $5,000 each way. Maybe it's $10,000.
Potentially. Right, next one. Overs or unders? Cheese pizza from Cranides. Is it over or under $25?
Oh my goodness gracious. If it is over $25,
It's a stitch.
I'm going to be so angry.
That
These
is not
guys at
worth.
Cranides charging $25 for a pizza. It's actual dirt.
Cheese pizza as well while we're at
Cheese,
it.
no toppings, no flavorings. Margarita.
Margarita, may I clarify?
Okay, there's a couple different types of cheese. They're not just giving you one mozzarella on a thing and handing it to you, which I wouldn't put past Cranides, the dirty dogs.
I think out of respect, because Cranides is quite low value in almost every respect, I'm going to say it's got to be under. There's no way they're charging
There was a
25.
Cranides in our suburb gone. Like Cranides is
Is it
dying.
gone?
I think it's gone.
Wow,
I
that's
think
huge.
Crust has overtaken Cranides in terms of like the two middle grounds fighting each other.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking about crust. No.
You're thinking about Cranides. You're thinking about Cranides.
I've never been to a Cranides. I've never frequented that establishment ever.
So what are we saying, fellas?
I'm saying under. Just out of respect. Like, if you're pricing, like you said, a 25 margarita at Cranides, you've got something
No, but
wrong.
I think they would have the audacity. That's the problem.
They can't. No way.
Cranides, whoever owns that chain, like they've come in and they're like, all right, we've got to price pizzas. We're not Pizza Hut, all right, but we're not gourmet. So we're going to price it somewhere in the middle. Or maybe they think they're gourmet. I don't know. I'm going to say overs. Cranides, I reckon it's just $26.95.
Can't be, please, no.
Holy shit. A margarita pizza from Cranides is $26.90.
Kevin, that's a huge play.
That's a joke,
Man
man.
came out with his balls and said the price. That's fucked.
That's a joke, though. Cranides charging that for a cheese pizza.
If they're out
I
of
wouldn't
business,
pay half that. I wouldn't pay half
If they're out of
that.
business, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That should be Domino's value range. I'm paying $5 for that shit.
I went to like a I saw this TikTok and it was like ranking the top 10 pizza places
I saw
in
that,
Sydney, right?
yeah.
I've been to a couple of them. They're charging me $26.95
For a wood-fired good,
mate,
yeah.
made with love, not
Yeah.
Cranides bloody.
Cranides
Chef
claims to be wood-fired.
Fuck
I'm
off.
sure it's wood fired.
It's
Just about a month ago in their main kitchen. Alrighty. So the next one we have this lovely bag of Maltesers I have. It is a 140 gram bag. Over or unders on this bag of Maltesers? Is it over or under 80?
Under, bro. That is so under. This is a small bag. If it was a large bag, I'd consider over 80. I'm going to put it at 32.
32?
Yeah, I'm going to put it at 32.
I've got no idea.
I'm putting it at 32. I don't think there's that many in the bag, dude.
There's definitely more than 32. I can tell you that much.
32.
I'm going to put 32.
Bro, I swear there's like snack size ones. You get at least like 10.
10. See, this is the frame of reference that I'm having, right? Let's say I'm going to the movies. I want to share some Maltesers. This 100 grams is small. Like 140 grams is tiny. But I reckon me and Manny are sharing that and probably getting like...
Are we getting...
Okay,
more than 40 each.
I'm getting 45. I'm saying 45.
45?
I think you're forgetting the air in this. I'm going to say 45.
Because she's got no idea, but it's definitely overs. How much? I'm not going to...
You reckon it's over 90?
80?
You reckon it's over 80?
Maltesers are tiny. Oh,
I think you're underestimating the Maltesers, dude.
Hang on.
I think you're underestimating.
Have you gone in the wrong confectionery in your mind?
If I'm sharing this packet with Manny, are we getting 40 each?
I'm getting 60, you're getting about 20.
The man is taking 40 by himself, but you're not getting 40 each. There is no way.
No, I think it's overs. I still think
Overs?
it's overs.
All right.
I'm saying 45 with my chest out.
How do we want to count?
Well,
Rip it open and count it.
All right, so Manny actually hasn't counted this, so we're going to open it up and we're going
This
to...
is I gave some random line, is what I must say. We'll open it up.
And see how many Maltesers are in the pack.
Show us.
Oh, fuck, that's a lot.
Show us a breather.
That's a
Okay,
lot.
it's definitely more than 45.
That's a lot. If you can see this, that is a lot.
I got it completely wrong.
3.
2 hours later.
39.
Have we mocked
42. No, 45. There's still...
This is more. I reckon we're on a 70-ish.
40, how much? 48?
48.
48.
What was that? 51?
51?
Shit, I put 4 in.
Okay.
55.
Oh, it's looking
This count as one.
grim
We'll
now.
put that on the side for now.
It's one with half a
58.
shell. This is definitely, yeah.
58, 59, 60, 61,
I told you, dude.
61 and a half.
Unders.
It couldn't be over 90. There's no way.
What the hell is this?
That's a whole bag.
What does the serving size say? Just quietly.
There's 6 servings in that. This is 25 grams. This one doesn't have the pieces, but some of the other items do. Therefore,
Oh, it's a bit of a rip-off. Kush, well done, those. I thought you were no hope there.
Put that there. Next one we have is this delightful bag of Smith's chicken chips. Over and unders on this pack of Smith's chips, 30.
Oh, this one's
This
tough.
is a probably, the small bag. It's not the big share bag.
How many grams?
There is 60 grams of this bad boy.
Lots of airtime in this. Big time.
A lot of air. Single serving, I reckon. It says, more, you meant to share this apparently, but
So what are we calling a chip? Because you know when you get to the end of the chips packet and they're like these little
Nah, those
thin
aren't
chips?
Nah.
if there are small pieces, we will combine them to one chip. It has to be, the small pieces must add up to one chip. The small pieces in and of itself are not chips.
I'm going to go...
Don't read the back. It has some clues.
I'm going to go over and I'm going to say 46.
It's unders, I think, as well. I don't think there's 30 chips in there. Like you said, half the bag is air. Can we, 30 chips?
I'm saying 46. So at work, they give us the small packets of these,
Yeah.
like the half the size one.
They're like, the multi, whatever.
There's definitely 20 in those. So
Really?
I'm doubling this. I'm going to say it's 40.
Let's see, Manny.
And you are going,
I'll go unders for this one.
alrighty. Chip, that's a regulation size chip. Yeah, have a multi, isn't it? We have them there. How many are we down to? 54. 2.
2 hours later.
Okay.
30, 31, 32. There's a fucking lot in here. 33, 34, 35.
Mate, it's the
36,
never-ending bag of
37.
chips.
we got the TARDIS in here.
39, 40, 41, 42. 43, 44.
I said 46, right?
Yeah, I think you said
And we
45,
have
46.
these.
This counts as a chip, 45.
That's about
Oh, I said 46, didn't I? Oh, that's unreal.
it. 45 and crumbs will give you 46.
That's unreal for me. That's techers.
Mate, he's actually got that spot on.
That is-
Kush just legitimately guessed how many chip packets. That would win you like $100 at a fair.
That's class. You know when they get the jelly
Yeah,
beans?
jelly beans, how many little lollies in the
That's
jar?
class. Alrighty.
Frame of reference is very important here.
Yeah,
It's
I had,
huge.
I had no idea. See, I'm not a
Yeah.
snacks guy. This is a problem. Like,
Yeah.
give me the blades of grass to be over. It's home turf. I play soccer every
Yeah,
Saturday.
we'll come back 3 hours later and be
We'll have that uncut raw footage. Last of the snacks we have today. Iconic snacks. Natural confectionery. Standard bag of snakes.
Snakes.
We got snakes. Alrighty. Overs and unders on this bag of natural confectionery snakes. 20. Over or under 20 snakes in this bag.
I have no idea. I'll be
There is no
honest.
frame of reference because there is no small packet of this.
Yeah,
right?
this is the standard size. It's only larger.
This is tough.
So let me give you my frame of reference, right? On Saturdays at cricket, we have a friend who brings snakes to share.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. We have like maybe 11 people. And I'm thinking, how many times does that bag go around?
How many snakes you get?
That's what I'm thinking. I think I get like 3.
Is that just you being rotating through?
You're getting 3 the first time.
This is tough. This one's the hardest, I think, out of all 3 of them. I think I'm going to go over, just over, and I'm going to say it's going to be. You said 20, right? I'm going to say it's 22.
I don't know. I think, because some people do take 2 at once, and some people, tell you do the nice thing and take 1.
But here's my thing. There's always 5 shit oranges in there. Always.
I like orange. I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
there are 5 oranges. Always.
Isn't the yellow? I feel like the yellow. Is there a yellow one in there? I hate the yellow.
The
one.
yellows and greens
I
are
like the
always
yellow.
spliced. Like
Green
4.
is a bit ass.
Yeah. I think 22. That's what I'm going to go over. Just over.
What's the good flavor out of this one then?
I like the
red
purple
ones?
one.
Red, pink. Is it pink?
But yeah, the red or purple one, I think.
I can see the green one. I can see I just don't want that.
All right.
What are we saying, Ro?
The line is 20.
Line's 20.
Kush has been spot on with the snacks. But I've got to back myself here. I think it's over as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's a bit higher than that.
Well, this is the last one, right? So we need to let's set the number in stone. I've said 22.
All right, so we'll go who gets closest.
Who
now?
gets the closest?
I think it's 23.
This guy.
No. I think it's gonna be like.
If you agree with me, you agree with me. That's all right. We both win.
I think it's over. I do think it's over.
Yeah.
And I think it's close to. I think your guess is pretty close. I think 25.
All right, let's say we both agree.
Okay.
Let's go. 22. We agree on that.
Alrighty. We are counting them now. That's 3, 4,
Told you the yellows and greens, bro.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Oh.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Oh, we were close. we were close.
Kush is a savant. Kush is actually a savant.
You got the overs, to be fair. 1 off. Fuck me. That's unreal.
That was. I was getting worried there. I thought it was going to be a 20 or a 19.
Manny's reaching in. I was looking. He's trying to find a snake.
I'm clawing out. I wanted to get to the 22 for you.
And look at that. Look at the yellows and greens and oranges. They take up most of it. 4 each.
What
that was
the
my
hell is
favorite
that?
reference.
There's no good flavors here.
That it's always like that. That was my favorite reference. They take up 70% of the packet.
Alrighty, so we've got a couple more. Unfortunately, these ones can't prove, but we'll run with them. Overs and unders on beers you've drank in your lifetime. 500
500 beers.
In my lifetime.
in your lifetime.
So Kush has been drinking since he's 14.
You know what? For these lifetime ones, let's combine the both of yous.
Combine?
500, yeah.
Combine, then it's over.
Are you sure about that?
Lifetime.
Are you a beer drinker?
500 beers, not drinks, beers.
Well, I thought, aren't you you're a famous beer drinker?
Yeah, I do drink beers, but I'm trying to think. Like for example, like when I went to when I was in Oktoberfest, I had a liter of beer, but that's just one.
That's 1 beer.
Oh, we're doing that. Oh, okay.
But then let's say I'm taking cans. Like for example, how am I calculating how many beers I've had when I play beer pong? How do I calculate this?
That's one beer throughout the beer pong. That's how it's meant to be.
I think we do like 2.
But are you drinking all of them?
Exactly. So it's hard to calculate. So I'm trying to think, right? Let's do some quick math here. 18. I'm 25 now.
I'm not a beer drinker. I have like one every 4 or 5 months. I'm more of a cider type of guy.
So 7. I mean,
So I'm relying on you to get over 5.
So Kush is contributing about 20.
The dead set, I think I've had probably 10 beers
All right.
so far.
so
So far in your life.
wait, you literally were just like over. That's you just immediately over.
Yeah, well, aren't you an alcoholic?
No, Sen's not here. He had the resolution about like not throwing up when he drinks, right? 500 beers. I've been drinking for 18. I've been drinking for 7 years. That's 71 beers a year.
How many beers do you have on a night out?
You have 2.
5.
Okay.
Stick to your guns, keep them as an alcoholic. How many nights out do you have a month?
Maybe 2. Oh, but like this is the thing. When I was 18, it was 4.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
8. Like,
That's what I'm saying. You've easily passed 500 then, or you will easily pass 5. You've definitely hit 200 already. You've hit half of it.
But you've hit 10.
Yeah, I don't drink beer though. That's the thing. I don't drink beer. If you're talking about rum and cokes, I might be close to that number.
Am I outrageous to think it's more?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, but is that outrageous? That feels outrageous. 500 beers.
It's not. It's not when you break it down like that. Because like you said, you go twice out a month, you're having 5, which it's like 10 a month.
Yeah.
We're looking at 120 in a year.
You also go to skew events, right? Our Thailand trip, for example. We drank beers every night.
That's true.
How many beers do we have every night? Probably 5, 10, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think the
Throughout whole
average
day.
works out though, right? Because there may be a month where you don't go out.
Yeah, I'll go overs.
Yeah.
Overs on 500.
Well, the answer is.
No answer.
All right, next one. Overs and unders on burgers you've eaten in your lifetime. 300.
This is Kush. How many burgers do you have in America? You probably had.
We had like
big chunk of that.
greater than 10 for sure.
And that was like in. Oh, and I like burgers as well.
Yeah, like we were just tossing up whether they have burgers or not.
300 burgers.
Like, okay, in the month of November with like the McDonald's loose change.
No, they're all burgers. You're counting
Yeah,
them.
cheeseburger is a burger.
Cheeseburger
A
is a
Maccas
burger.
cheeseburger is still a burger.
Like in uni, that was my staple. And like I had so many zinger burgers as well.
Are we doing combined here?
Combined. It's all combined.
Combined, we're passing it easy.
I think we're overestimating how much 200 is. Like it's a lot of burgers, man.
Okay, but think about this is lifetime, man. I had burgers when I was 5.
That's true. That's true.
I have childhood memories of rocking up drive-through with my dad.
That's true. Yeah, Happy Meals and whatnot.
Yeah, we're
for
passing
sure.
it.
Yeah, I'm
and then
gonna say-
kids happy, what do you call it?
So
Happy
let's say
Meals.
you've been eating burgers for 20 years, right? 300. Did I say 300?
Let's say we're 1 a month, which I think is underestimating anyway. But
Yeah.
for 20 years, 1 a month, right?
Yeah.
We're saying 12 times 20 is how much? What is that, math?
240, yeah.
240.
And I think
And
it's
that
line-
one I'm underestimating.
That's
completely.
way, yeah. I'm having more than 2 burgers a month.
We're passing that.
Too easy. Last one for the day. Overs and unders on video game kills. Do you have over or under 10,000 lifetime video game
Over,
kills?
man. I reckon by myself I have over, man. If we're talking about video game kills, single player, multiplayer, if we're talking about killing NPCs, I'm thinking 50,000, man. Skyrim I slaughtered a lot.
I'm definitely unders on this one.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Regardless, combined or single, I reckon we're over.
I'm not over.
Like
I don't think I've killed you. I think Kush, it's like a golfer and his caddy here. Like that's the teamwork here. You're 10,000. You're probably 20,000, and I'm like a couple of thousand.
Oh, that's okay. I don't think you're even close to it. 500.
Alrighty, so the ones that we could actually come up with an answer is, as the two boys here are snacking, 4-all is a score. So we have a tiebreaker. Overs and unders on photos in Miguel's top meals album of 2022. Is it over or under 10?
Unders.
You reckon? Wasn't it? I swear we did this before in the podcast where you were talking about this. This may be in a year ago.
I'll give you, it's not 0. This year it's not 0.
Yeah.
I'll give you that much.
I swear you took a bunch.
No. His is okay. So I'm thinking about 2020 and 2021, which was like 1 and 0 respectively.
No. Is it 2 now?
Yeah. So now we're in 2022. How many meals is he taking photos of?
I swear you dropped this before and it's a lot more. I don't know. I might be thinking of something else.
Do we have to? Surely we have to choose opposite sides of the spectrum. I'm still going to go unders based on track record.
I'm going to go over. I'm going to say 15.
The amount of photos in Miguel's top meals album of 2022 is 8.
Yes.
Oh.
Go.
We're both closer by 7 when I said 15.
Yeah, well, he's gone unders. I gave up on a gentleman's 14th of February. Fuck.
Wow. Okay.
Fair
So
enough.
you went hard though. Eight in month and a half.
There are some desserts in here. There's clutching at straws. There is a Costco meal in here.
Oh, hell yes.
But there is 8. Well done, Ro. You win 5-4.
Let's go.
Wowie, fellas. Another new segment. 2 new segments in one episode. This is a New Year's treat for all of you. Today we are doing BODMAS. So it is a tournament bracket style segment. Today we're doing cuisines. Topic, we got some snacks here, we got some food here. But we'll be going through some cuisines, putting them head to head, tournament style, World Cup style. Winner wins all, knockout rounds. Whichever cuisine beats all the rest is the winner. What we've done, we've gone away, done some market research. We've actually gone and talked to the people at Taste Atlas. And we've gotten their top 16 cuisines.
Beautiful.
Which we've kind of disagreed with, and we've added in we've made some substitutions.
Taste Atlas, respectfully to Romania, right, which is probably the number 4 cuisine.
We are not having that.
Just sack that off, and we've chucked in South Korea because we thought Korean food deserve to be on.
We are having a Korean feed after this
Absolutely.
recordings, and we thought it should be justice and
Correct.
put in the top 16. But as we said, we've got them seeded. So, first versus last, second versus second last, we've got it. So heavy hitters at the end, most likely. But I think with all that, we can crack into it. The first matchup we have is Italy versus Bulgaria.
I mean, this is.
Dare I suggest the first question is, what is Bulgarian food?
Yeah, has anyone had Bulgarian
I don't
food?
want to laugh in Bulgaria's face here, but I know I slagged off Cuisines, a couple of minutes before, but
Italian is my favorite cuisine. That's it is. The pasta, the pizza, there's just something just so raw about it, You got the homeboy at the back,
the homeboy.
That's what I like to call him, homeboy at the back, rolling the pizza dough. Like, come on. I feel like it's Italian.
This is
doubt.
no brainer.
Yep, so we will put Italy in through. Bulgaria, sorry, mate, you're out. Next one, second matchup. South Korea versus United Kingdom, UK, British food.
I feel like this is a no-brainer as well, in my eyes.
Again, dare I ask, what is British food? You got
Just an amalgamation.
a Sunday roast. I personally like a Sunday roast, but when we went, Ro, what were your thoughts?
So we went to, it was okay. Like, I just think it's flavorless. Like, I think for me, like, the meat is whatever, roasted. It's like a roast dinner, sliced up. They add gravy. And if the gravy's not tasty or they don't put enough, it's just tasty. And the peas, like, I despise peas, quite frankly. Like, why are they on a dish? Not for me. South Korea, like I said, we've put them in for Romania. You know where my answer is.
Korean fried chicken, come on.
That in and of itself beats anything the UK can offer.
Yeah, I think so.
Is there any other UK, anything else of value?
Fish and chips.
That is good.
It is good.
As you said, the chicken tikka.
But when you're taking
That
it
guy
up
died
against-
recently, apparently.
Oh, I saw that. Rest
Rest in peace to the man who invented chicken tikka masala.
All right, but when you're taking it up against Korean fried chicken versus fish and chips,
You know the best fish and chips I ever had was at it was in Bateman's Bay, and it was a fish and chips crossed Sri Lankan restaurant.
Oh.
Roy and Lily. Roy was Australian. Lily was Sri Lankan. And they cooked some. Honestly, it was pretty good. It's the only Google review I've ever left.
Wow.
Place.
Wow,
It's
alright.
good. But seafood pancake,
yeah.
Oh my God, that is
Korean
class.
barbecue,
Stop it.
soy garlic chicken.
You know what? We're salivating. We'll stop
Soju,
there.
a bit of alcohol.
Oh,
Bring it in.
exactly.
Come
The
on.
cuisine
Send it
just
through.
doesn't end. Next one we have Thailand versus USA. This one is a bit of a discussion, I feel.
Yeah, this one's big. Let's break. What are some famous Thai foods?
Pad Thai.
Pad Thai.
Pad Siu.
Pad See you. Yep.
Green curry, massaman beef, red curry, yellow curry, Penang curry, mate. The list goes on.
Oh my God.
But the US staple of grease and disgust.
They
man.
got burgers. What's their cuisine? Burgers, wings,
Like smoke
barbecue.
barbecue stuff.
Yeah.
This is a tough one because for me, right, Thai food is my comfort staple go-to. Like if I'm like, oh, I want to go out, so what should we get? No one's saying no to Thai food. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I have too many burgers, I can't have burgers back to back to back. You know what I'm
can't,
saying?
yeah.
You know, if you have to live for a month,
On your
I'm
cuisine.
going Thai food. But the highs of a burger, for example, it's just,
Yeah, if it's just one day, I think I'm choosing a US burger over.
that's what I mean. Like, what are we going here?
First round, Thailand getting knocked out in the first round might be controversial here, but okay, look, I love ribs. I love barbecue ribs.
But here's the thing. I think you raised a good point. In a month, right? If you're going to eat a month of the same cuisine, I think I'm selecting Thai food.
No,
as
but
well.
I think this is the peak. Like this is the greatest
the
cuisine.
peaks. Then the peaks belong to US, man. Some of the
Really?
goated burgers, the goated wings, they're untouched anywhere else.
They've got variety as well. You don't have to go greasy route, man.
Yeah, but you can go as well if you want to be disgusting. You can
Oh,
actually.
you know what? I just went to Hawaii, right? And they got poke bowls as well. They got the lot. You know what? US
Oh,
might
this
have to
is
take it out.
this is a big call,
That hurts.
but someone has to make a big call.
I would have much prefer a Bulgaria versus Thailand to start off.
Well, US say through.
US is through. Next one. This seems like a World Cup fixture. France versus Brazil. French food on the higher end of things.
My favorite restaurant in Sydney is Hubert, French food.
Brazilian food. What do we have? More barbecue.
It's barbecue.
It's meat.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's really good. Dare I suggest?
I don't know. I'm not. I don't think I have strong opinions on either. I think the French stuff, it's very expensive. Good French
Overrated,
food.
do you think?
I think it's overrated French food.
But dare I say that is creme de la creme of. That's why it is like the fine dining sort of cuisine. French.
I think the
Manny, what do you
French
think?
fries.
What do you think, man? Is that French?
Is it French?
We got French in the name. It has to be, right? I'm leaning towards French just because, where we live, I think there's more French places and people go
Agree. There's
French
definitely
restaurants more. And it's more of a fine dining. And there's a reason why it's fine dining, I feel.
So like,
Because the quality of it.
the Brazilian meat.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but I don't think Brazil like is famous for that. I think Argentina's meats are better than Brazil's. So in good conscience, can I put Brazil higher than France?
Do we have Argentina in this?
We do not have Argentina.
So Brazil is Brazil. And
France got fucking croissants, mate. The bread deluxe, man.
Yeah, they're bread.
creme brulees, desserts are pretty
Desserts,
good.
mate. Come on. Crepes. Fuck with those.
Fair enough. You know what? French
Oh,
it is.
Manu, yeah, that's
The French it
sold
is.
me, mate.
The
We had
French it is.
the crepes in Amsterdam. Oh, wow,
man.
that was the one photo you had.
Yeah, that was the one photo I had.
Top meals of 2020.
Alrighty, next fixture we have Greece versus Poland. This is
It's
one
a
of the
no-brainer for me.
most clearest decisions I've made.
It's a no-brainer.
Poland, you're going through now, Greece, surely, right?
Greece, dude. Greece.
You're us
food.
alone.
Poland is meat and potatoes. Greek is, flavors of the Mediterranean. Seafood.
Yes, dude.
Man.
Skewers, bro.
Beautiful.
Greek food. So
Greece
far.
is going in. Next one. Oh my God, I think this is a heavy hitter, fellas. Mexico versus India.
Oh, this is big.
I mean, like,
This is bigger than the Indian versus Thai. US versus Thai, I feel.
Whatever decision we make, a heavy hit is going out.
Oh, this is tough. All right, Mexican food.
okay, so
Fuck, I love nachos. I love nachos.
Burritos. Quesadillas, mate.
Churros, man. That's
Churros.
a strong dessert.
can I just one counterpoint for India? Like, obviously, I am Indian. And this is heavily biased, but Mexican food has no variety. Nachos, burritos, tacos are all the same thing. It's just in different packages. Like instead of,
Packages.
like it's the meat and it's the same veggies cut up the same way and it's literally just put in different packaging. Like burritos, you got the, big tortilla,
Quesadillas.
tacos, quesadillas has a bit of cheese and it's, folded
Right.
itself.
If you find perfection, why change it? Is what
Agree.
I'm saying.
I just don't think it has the variety. And I feel like in a cuisine challenge, you need to be flexible.
I'm thinking about just desserts as well. I think India trumps Mexico over desserts. Gulab jamuns, your ras malais, your burfis, they slap. They
are
absolutely
good.
slap.
I like churros better than all of them, though. Just quietly.
We're talking about variety, right?
Correct. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Are churros Mexican or Spanish? That's another question
That's another
to ask.
question. That is a question. What do you think, Manu?
I personally do not like Indian food, but I understand my views now biased. You know what I mean? I do not represent the common man. I can admit that.
Why?
I would put Mexican over India in my personal opinion.
What makes you say that? What is it about?
Mate, the other day I went to a shopping center, big food court, basically every cuisine you could have. My eyes went to Mad Max.
The worst of all Mexicans.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if it's worse, it's like, oh my God. I had to get some sort of fast food.
I think in terms of fast food, Mexican beats Indian fast food all the time.
Well, there's what's Indian fast food?
Like Bakwan Indian, whatever that shit is now.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
It's just their low end Indian restaurant. But
Bro, can someone give me a counterpoint to Mexican food is the same thing in different packages?
no, I agree with that.
No, but it's good. But it's good. That's the thing. It's good.
I'm just saying, like, how can a cuisine be called a cuisine if it has one dish?
But yeah, okay. The Indian cuisine has a bunch of different curries. They're all curries, but they're all different curries.
At
Your
least,
korma,
yeah.
your mango chicken, your
They're all
butter
curries,
chicken.
bro.
Yeah, but they're
They don't have
different.
to be- mate, okay, look, Indian sides, Indian entrees, I think are better than look, I can even sack off the mains. All those stuff that you mentioned, good, not great. But the
Entrees.
entrees, give me some tandoori chicken, mate. Give me some
Samosas as well.
samosas,
Yeah.
chaats, dude. All these things are the aromas, the smells. Mexican are a one-dimensional team.
But they're a very strong one-dimensional team. That they are.
They are good at what
You know who
they
else
do.
was a one-dimensional team? Argentina. Lionel Messi. But they still trumped the top. I'm happy to see, not happy, but I can accept
I
Mexico
think purely
going out
on
first
the
round.
variety and the diversity of the cuisine, it's got to be India.
Right.
I think so.
It's another.
That's tough though.
That is
tough.
tough.
That's
I would say
another.
it's tough.
That's another tough
I'm
call.
sorry to do it to the Mexico, but yeah, I
Had
said
to be
what I
done.
said.
Next one: Spain versus Indonesia. Went to Indonesia recently.
Yes.
Thoughts on the food?
I think it's excellent.
It's excellent, dude. I had an Indonesian curry as well, with like this chicken curry. First time I ever had it. Bro, trumps every other curry I've had. That slaps.
Really?
Yeah, that was amazing.
I mean, the best food I had in Indonesia was satay chicken. Satay skewers just on the side of the road. Oh my goodness gracious.
Spain, what does Spain have? Paella.
Paella.
Tapas is there.
It's good.
The seafood is
Oh, this is...
they have unreal seafood. Ham as well. Their ham is unreal.
I don't think I've had...
Sangrias. What else do we knock off from them? Churros come from Spain.
I think, yeah, I think peak alone, Spain wins, but Indonesia
We need to do Indonesia justice by, shouting out the goods. Putting Spain through, are we?
I'm happy to put Spain through.
I think Spain.
All right, Spain.
Last one, and we said we have had some heavy hitters, but this, my God, is the biggest tie of the tournament so far. Japan versus China. Oh my God, I hate that we have to make this choice.
Dare I say, for me, not hard. Not hard.
I think for me as well, there's one Japanese dish that I always froth, and come on, sushi, man. Sushi for me slaps always.
I mean, I'm going to disagree. Like
Chinese
sashimi,
food, though, it has everything. Has everything you need. Noodles, rice, stir fry, dumplings.
There is dumplings as well. Pork
Soup.
buns.
They've got
yamcha.
soup yamcha.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Desserts as well, slap.
For me, sushi beat the peaks of sushi beat that always.
Are you thinking? What are you thinking of sushi? Like California rolls?
Any roll, man. Sushi slaps for me. I don't know. There's something about the structure, the density, the rice, the meats.
My
It
thoughts.
works.
Japanese food has never left my top 3 cuisines. It's always fighting for number 1.
Yeah.
Sushi alone.
Look, I want to give China a commendation, a strong recommendation. But when
If they came up against probably any other cuisine,
they're probably going to go
Yeah.
through. But unfortunately, Japan might be the strongest team in this tournament.
It's the peaks. It's the peaks
Exactly.
of the Japan.
Send them through, baby.
Send them through.
That one hurts.
That one hurts.
Hurts. All right, we're on to the next round, the round of 8, the quarterfinals. First tie we have is Italy versus South Korea.
You said this is your number one.
Italy for me. Italy goes through.
I'm going to disagree.
You don't
frankly.
think pizza pasta
Dude.
beats South Korean food?
Let me give you my hot take, maybe. So I am a big fan of the toppings. Like I'm a toppings kind of guy, right? On a pizza, I couldn't care less about the bread. But I feel like I'm in the minority where the bread is super important for many. Like what makes a good pizza? For me, it's the toppings. Everyone else, it's the bread. That's why I'm happy to eat Pizza Hut, Eagle Boys, Domino's, whatever. Because like the meat lovers is unbelievable, right?
Interesting, yeah.
So that's why Italian food for me, and pasta is a poor man's food, right? I lived for years on pasta, spaghetti, and I cannot justify going to an Italian restaurant spending $30 on a pasta when I know that I can go down to my local Woolworths and pick up a sack of pasta for like 30 cents.
Dare I suggest that in and of itself shows the versatility of pasta. You can have it's a common man's food.
You can
have it with a bit of tomato, a bit of cheese, that's it. Or you can go up echelons, truffle cheese, seafood, finer ingredients.
The fact that
meats.
you think you can make something so strong at home, and there's also an option for people like me to go to a fine dining Italian restaurant and froth over solid pasta, in my opinion. The fact that you can do
Have
both.
you been able to go home and make a simple South Korean meal? Have you done that? Have you done that, Ro?
Have you made a kimchi pancake at home? Have you, Ro?
I'm not debating kimchi pancakes. Great.
It's
but
great.
is there versatility in such that you can just go home, 30 cents at
Even
Woolies?
pizza at home.
Are
It's
Are
so
you
simple.
saying, sorry, let's just get, okay, I can't do it, but you're saying John, my South Korean friend,
I'm not debating he can.
his family is not making simple South Korean dishes at home?
I said you, bro.
This is us three.
This is your personal experience.
I could do it.
Because you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. I've seen this man in the kitchen. Italy, fuck, it's unreal. Versatility.
For me, it's Italy. For me, there's no doubt.
I'm actually disappointed. Like, if it were up to me, Italy would not be on this list. Like I would be throwing.
This man is a hot take. He says he
that's
would not
hot.
pay. He would not go to anything above a fucking
That's a hot
local
take.
Italian
Which is
restaurant.
why I'm happy to send Italy through it because I think it is the most popular opinion. But I don't know, man. Like a good Korean fried chicken beats a good pizza or pasta in my eyes every day
I
of the
don't
week.
know about that.
I don't know if it beats it, I think the peaks are both very high, but man, when you have an extremely good pizza, I had one very recently in Newtown, which is very famous for their pizzas. Had one there. Fuck me, that was I was salivating. That was incredible.
Well, I don't disagree that Italy is a great player. You know, one of the greatest, but I think he might be overrated slightly.
Overrated, but I think he's still going through.
He goes through.
I think he's still going through. The next tie we have USA versus France.
I feel like
Battle for the ages, this one.
this one's tough as well. It's the argument of the shit peak US food. It's always there. It's always in the back of your mind. A good burger, a very solid burger.
Or the lux of France. You know, the luxurious lifestyle, the riches, the bakeries.
What do you think
the
it is, Ira?
desserts?
My mind is scrambled at the moment. It is scrambled because I think, like, for me, when I think French food, like, I love croissants and like just pastries. Like, I think French pastries are spectacular.
Agreed.
Don't get me wrong. But I think USA, I think it's soul. I think there's heart. I think there's versatility, like culturally. And this is why I'm confused. Like, I don't really know what I want at this point. I'm just hungry.
I'm also very hungry. That's the issue.
French pastries are probably the top if we're talking about in any cuisine.
Elite,
they're probably number one when it comes to pastries. I'd say, dare I say, even desserts. They're very high up in there.
Absolutely.
US, like you said, it's just the soul of the food, right? That's it. It's the heart and soul there. The burgers, the wings, the chips.
It's a dark horse, I think. Manny, what are your thoughts?
There's just something about French cuisine. I don't know. It just seems like it's like a backbone of like just cooking in general, you know? All the top chefs, all of that based off French cooking. And as well, pastries, desserts. I love a dessert. And so many French, creme brulee, for example.
It's expensive though. I don't know how versatile it is.
That's right. I think this is a battle of, you know, the upper end versus the cuisine for the common man.
Fine dining versus the common man, huh?
When was the last, like, I don't remember the last time I'm like, hey, let's go to a French restaurant.
It's a special occasion sort of
It is a
restaurant.
special-
I
It
feel.
absolutely is. I remember a bunch of special occasions where I've hit up a French restaurant. I remember my first time I tried escargot. I remember it. Do I remember the first time I tried a burger? No. But I do remember the US burgers.
I had a burger. I forgot.
Now, you know what? US shakes as well, like the stuff they put in shakes and whatnot. I think I'm going to have to go US with this.
But it's outrageous. Like, I feel this is
It is outrageous.
I feel like it's sacrilegious to food, cuisine.
that we're putting US first, yeah.
But you've made some compelling points, Kushagra. That's the problem.
All right, let me pretend to eat a nice
Simulation.
brisket. Yeah. And the taste the flavors. Okay, let's think about this, right? Bad US food can be very bad.
Agreed.
Like in my like, you know, they can overcook the meat. That's a stinker.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, French food, hard to do right. But like, is the lows low as well for France? Do you know what I mean? Like, they both have excellent peaks, right? I think French has a higher peak, but I'm saying, is the lows lower than the US? I'm thinking MasterChef. Like, think of the cooking shows, mate. They try to make a French dish. It's like 0 out of 10.
Is croquembouche, is that French? Croquembouche? Yeah.
Sounds it.
Oh, profiteroles, mate. Oh,
Oh, this was tough.
look, you know what? I have to send France through.
France?
I'm disappointed, but I must, in good conscience.
The pastries, the desserts, I think the complexity behind it, the nuances behind
Exactly.
French cuisine.
It's top tier.
Sends it up.
Right. France has gone through third leg of the quarterfinals. We have Greece versus India.
There's one winner for me here as well. Greece. Greece is my
Greece?
second cuisine, man. Greece.
I don't think
Greece
I
came
like-
in seeded second as well.
Greek food is unreal, man.
What, okay, so like there's gyros, yes.
Kebabs.
Yeah, Mediterranean grill.
Bro, the meats, they're so juicy,
Loomy.
man. Hummus.
Is that Greek?
It might be Lebanese.
Tzatziki. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Greek salad. Nah, I don't fuck, I don't fuck with that, actually.
I honestly have to say, I think like if it was, you know, Greece versus, I rate Greece very low in terms of its food. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think there's peak. Like, I don't think,
Interesting.
like, I think this is actually an interesting matchup because Indian and Greek food are both traditionally homely. The peaks are low, I would say, for both.
A lot of street options as well in both. Like, very heavy on the street options, I'd say. Greek.
Like, how good can a kebab be? You know what I mean? Like, it's just always good, but it's not great.
well, what's the counterpoint? Like, how good can a butter chicken curry be?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I think both are actually. This is actually interesting. It's
a good matchup.
Yeah.
If we're talking about diversity again, I think India wins because there's a lot in the Greek. Well, the very staples, at least the Greek plates, the kebabs, the gyros. They're very similar, just thrown into different packages, right? Very similar.
Let's also think about the leftover aspect of it as well. Like, let's say you've got a plate of Greek food the day afterwards. You're eating it, leftover kebab. You're like, don't really like this.
True.
But I'm saying a leftover curry, just chuck it in the microwave. They get better with age.
Desserts, who wins?
I do like baklava.
It's nice.
But I think India wins with desserts.
Yeah,
I for some reason, like bias aside,
I think you're right. I think purely on the diversity.
I think diversity.
I think
offering.
India goes through.
India goes through.
Yeah.
Number 2 seed has been knocked out. Last quarterfinal, we have Spain versus Japan. World Cup fixture, actually.
yeah. Who won that one? Japan.
Who will win this one? Japan.
There's no need to discuss this further.
Enough
Honestly,
said.
Sushi, set it up.
Japan has gone through. We are on to the semi-finals. We have one European fixture and we have one Asian fixture.
Ooh.
Big.
First semi-final, the European fixture, Italy versus France.
Italy. It's Italy for me.
You guys just said
No,
this is a rigged tournament.
Do you know why? Because we put the French above the US purely because of the nuances, the complexity, right? Italy also has the nuances and complexity. Yes, it does.
It has pizza. It has pasta.
No, but like the way that you make the bread, the toppings, everything. There's nuances and complexity to that.
More than that. Surely they have more than that.
I'm sure they're...
Bit of grill. They're in the Mediterranean. They got seafood. They got meats.
Yeah, but they put the seafood in a
Nah, mate. Have it on its own.
What are you thinking, Emix?
I think Italy is a clear winner here. I think Rowe disagrees, but...
Like, honestly, I think... I'm happy to send Italy through to the final. Don't get me wrong. But I'm disappointed about it.
Disappointed. Second fixture we have for the semi-finals, India versus Japan.
Once again, this is a no-brainer.
This is tough.
I don't think it's that tough.
What's gone through your head, Kush?
It's the diversity in India is there, but Japan is
That's what I'm saying.
man.
It's a bad matchup because India's a good homely, but Japan, the peaks, the highs are so high.
Yeah.
And dare I say the average Japanese food
Is still
probably
quality.
better.
Send it up. Japan goes up.
Japan goes up. We're on to the most important fixture, the final. And I'll be honest, boys, I could see this one coming.
Yeah.
Rigged or not, I could see this one coming from a mile away. We have Italy versus Japan. I will say, whenever I have to rank my cuisines, these are top 2 every single time.
Agreed.
Every single time.
They're always there. They're always in the back of your mind.
Yeah, this is unsurprising. Like if you told me at the start of the tournament what I thought was going to be in the top
Final.
2, it was going to be these two.
The favorites.
But is this a tough decision for me? It's not. For me, Japan wins every single day of the week. But as two men who love both Japanese and Italian food, I'm going to let you have the floor.
I think, Migs, you're going to have to be the decision maker here because I am very biased to Italian cuisine. I recognize that the Japanese have such a strong
Their
piece.
team is unbelievable.
Their team is
Their
unbelievable.
team is literally
They
the
are
greatest of all time.
They are strong in every position. That's what I'll
But
say.
Italy just needs 2 positions and they have a bunch of substitutions that come in.
Yeah, Italy have Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and role players.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
It's too easy. Pizza, pasta, that is top tier, unreal.
Yep.
Japan, sushi, ramen. What else they have?
Mate, Don.
Sashimi,
udons,
dons.
Bento, mate, there's just the list goes on. There's a lot of, and yeah, matcha, I don't know, man. There's
Karages, dude. Oh my God. Sake, you fuck with that? I don't really.
Do we know
Not
any
really.
Italian desserts? I don't think I know any.
What's that? Panna cotta, for example.
Panna cotta is nice.
that
Tiramisu,
Italian?
is that Italian?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Italian. Yeah, that's
tiramisu is
Italian.
very nice.
But Japan, you have matcha, you have stuff like that. Mochi.
I had a mochi donut the other day. Oh,
it's good.
spectacular.
Mate, I've had about
good.
20 of those in the
It's
past
good.
month or so, mate. They're
Unbelievable
class.
dessert.
Oh, this one's so tough.
What's your heart telling you both? Like, Kush, take your bias aside. What is your heart telling you? Is it saying Italy?
My heart is telling me Italy. It's the pizzas for me. It's always been the pizzas for me. A spectacular pizza knows no ends for me.
Manu, what's the heart saying? What's
My
the
head is saying Japan. But my heart is also saying Japan.
Oh.
Japan has to go through, unfortunately.
Japan wins
Japan goes
as
through.
the number 1 cuisine, definitively. That's it. No more.
Done. No more debate. No more nothing. This is it.
Sorry, Romania.
They got to qualify.
Do we have a third place playoff just for fun?
You want a third place playoff? We have France versus India.
No, we'll come back to this list in 4 years' time. Hopefully, there's an updated one.
It's like the World Cup every 4 years.
All right, that brings us to the end of a New Year episode for me, at least. You know, mid-January, I'm here. New Year's. Happy New Year, guys. I don't think I said it. But it's another great episode. Feel free to check us out, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you want in the auditory format.
All the
video
parts.
format, YouTube, please go check us out. We'll be introducing shorts on our channel very soon.
That is exciting.
Yeah, so come on over there. Hopefully we'll have some of those shorts up for you next week. They'll be coming out daily, so do check them out. Those are the best moments from TCB, really some of the best moments. So TikTok as well. Feel free to check that out. And
Most importantly,
check out Mr. Zorba Smith.
Here we go.
Here it is. Mr. Zorba Smith, give us a follow. Give us a like. Give us some interactions. Tell me what you want maybe from a movie, TV review
I
channel.
asked for Kaleidoscope review, and what did I get? Kaleidoscope review.
Ask and you shall receive.
Sorry about that, by the way. What did you get? 4.5.
4 out of 10. Yeah, it was 8 hours of torture.
And I'll be honest, the other week I watched the first episode of Heartbreak High. Didn't really like it. Saw Cush's review, 7.5. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it another go. Finished yesterday.
It's
I'm
solid.
glad you reviewed it.
And what did I say? Sufficiently entertaining.
Exactly.
Was it sufficiently
It was sufficient. It was sufficient. It was in the orange zone. It was sufficient.
Exactly. So do check it out. But as always, I hope you enjoy the episode and we'll be here next week.